Hello and welcome back everybody, Blue Dwarf here, and welcome to another episode of FTB Interactions. Now, we're going to carry on today and hopefully get a fair bit closer to getting to the overworld, and yeah, so let's just get straight into it. So as you'll notice straight off the bat, I've been doing a little bit of work between episodes. Got all of our crops nice and sorted out, so they're all neat and tidy. Been doing some building as well. Been getting some more bait in these guys, and we've got some beef now, which completes its trap, which will allow us to move on to some of these other quests that we can do today. Whilst we just grab this stuff first, and then grab also our plants. But as you can see, I've tidied this area a little bit up, put a border around it, tidied up this corner as well. And then up here, I have done a huge amount of work. I have turned this all into a regular rectangle. I've moved our strainers over here. Not that they currently have any actual strainers in them. The bases are all here though, and on 100%, or the plus 10% efficiency, with all of our extra stuff in there. And yeah, so set up our more furnaces, or not furnaces, but the clay kilns, and we've been using those to get some experience, which is why I've got that experience right there on my hotbar. As you can see, got some yeah, I've got 4 levels. Been filling up our lunchbox with some of the food that we've been getting, and yeah, that's about everything we've done between episodes. But now what we're going to do, I just want to mention first of all that these lotus blooms, which you can get from these ones, the lotus seeds, when you eat them, they give you experience, which is useful given the fact that our next quest is the infinity dust, which is obtained by left-clicking on bedrock with flint, and it will consume 4 experience. Most of the time destroying the flint. When placed on the floor in a dark covered room, the dust have a low chance of summoning forth enemies from the void. Creatures summoned by the infinity dust have a high chance of dropping infinity grains, which can be used to create a self-sustaining cycle of grains and dust. So we've got our bedrock here, and we've got a bunch of flint, so we can grab some of these, and we've got 9 of those, but we can also use the lotus blossoms and just give ourselves a bunch more experience, and just grab a whole bunch more, and now we have 15 infinity dust. But as that said, we need to now create a dark covered room so that we can spawn some creatures. Now I'm just going to create that a second, and then I'll be right back. So I've built our dark room just using some encased bricks out of cobblestone. Oh, what on earth is getting at me there? So I tried putting down some oh, this is going to kill me. Oh, not quite. I tried putting down some of the dust, the infinity dust, in there, and it's spreading around in there, and somehow I just got a... And I'm going to now die from the wither effect. I have no idea what's going on there. Why? And weirdly, I get my head so I can make myself look like I have a really, really big head. So, I don't know if we just grab some some oak, and then moved our transmutation table up here. Just grab some cobblestone to make a sword. Come on. We need this for making sticks as well. Now, how do we make sticks? Stone sword, stick. Okay, so we have to use our guy over here. And now we've got a death over there. So we can get ourselves our stone sword and try and go in here without dying. What? So apparently there's guys in here that give us the wither effect. So I've been doing a few more mobs in the thing, and apparently we got the wither effect and we're going to die from it now. Well, yay! And apparently our grave can't hold these water buckets. Don't know why. But I wonder if we can try killing this and we teleported. That's weird. We teleported rather than him teleporting. Never seen that before. Eat some food so that we can. And we can't eat any food because we just died. And we're gonna so die. And we're dead. Ooh, and massive lag spike to go along with that. And try and kill this guy. Is he gonna fall? He's now gonna fall into the void. Perfect. Right. And now we're getting wither again. And unless I kill that thing, the endermite, and it's dead, and so are we. Because every single time one of those guys spawns, it gives us the wither effect, and we die. Oh yeah, building up a head collection right there. And this guy is destroying our base. And then instantly one-shotting us. These mobs aren't great times. You just die already? Thank you. 4 of our own head. And apparently a lot of holes in our place. There we go. So now that we've got some of these, the next, well, we completed that quest, which we can get 2 levels for. And the next thing we need to do is get arcane ashes. This is basic tier magical crafting, impossible / annoying to automate, and poor rewards, but it's your first step. So looking at the crafting recipe for this thing, we need black bone meal, which we get by, well, we need to get some bone meal to start off with. And we have some bones over here. Still can't eat, so I can't sprint, which is annoying. And I figured out that we can... Oh, lots of death points. We can take some flint and some stone, I think it is, in our crafting table, or it was cobblestone on my... And then we can make a flint mortar. Then we take our bone, and we get bone meal from that. Then we can just stick this in one of these guys. We also need to get some probably more low-grade charcoal, so I'll just stick some of this in here. And then, because what we need to do with that, because we need ashes, which is smashing one of these with a hammer, so mallet even. So that's our ashes, and we need sugar, which we can hopefully just get with this. How do we get sugar? Sugar should work. Why is that not working? Does it have to specifically be in the crafting table? Apparently it has to be in the crafting table. And then the last thing we need is the low convalence dust, which you get by infinity dust, and tiny charcoal, which you get from soaring up low-grade charcoal. So we'll be putting one in there and just chucking one into that place there. Then we get a bunch of charcoal and blackened bone meal. Get that up I can. And was it some sand? I think it was. And then we should have everything we need to craft the the arcane ashes. I think it's everything. Arcane ashes. There we go. I think that also used up some of the water that we had in there, but I just completely filled it up because it's just water and it doesn't matter if we just have it in there. So that's that done, and don't get any reward for that, but this opens up a bunch of things. So the lotus bloom. Lotus seeds can blossom into a flower that that provides experience to the player when used. You can automatically process them later in a centrifuge. Now, I was actually showing that off earlier. I think we ate all of them though, so we can see if there are any more down here, which there are. Lotus blossom. Got a bunch of these. And that's that quest completed. It's an experience for. Rubber tree sapling. With the alchemy array, you can transmute an oak sapling and slime ball into a rubber sapling. This will allow you to grow rubber trees that will drop sticky resin. So, rice slime ball? Okay. So, we've also got some rice down here. Just grab our wheat whilst we're down here too. So if we put this, I think it was just on its own in here, rice slime ball, and we can. So the way I think that works is we get a regular sapling. Where are you? Regular oak sapling. We right-click this on the ground, chuck on. Right-click on that with the sapling. And right-click with the slime ball. Okay, I need to. I think. How does this work? So we. Did I just do that completely wrong? Is it that we just chuck both of them onto there? Right, I'm going to go look this up a second and I'll be right back. Right, so I figured out what we were doing wrong. We're just going to destroy those a second and get our items back. So what we do with this is it has the where it was. Yeah, for making the rubber tree, we need to do the slime ball first and then the sapling, and that apparently makes all the difference. And then it goes in like that. Apparently it's a WIP, as in work in progress. And there we go. We get our rubber tree sapling. So that's that quest done. And we get 16 stone gears apparently from that. And that leads on to tallow. So combine low convalence dust and sticky resin in an alchemical alchemy array to create rustic tallow. Right, so to get the sticky resin we need to grow a few of these trees. Can we get this one to grow? Or is it one that isn't affected by that? Okay, I'm going to grab some rubber from this and I'll be back in a second. So our rubber tree has grown and we can grab all of this, which will give us a bunch of sticky resin, and hoping that will give us some saplings maybe. But whilst that's doing that, we will just reorganize our chests slightly. Our low convalence dust. So it was using this So we need the low covalence dust and then the sticky resin, and that gets us tallow. So put down the arcane ashes, covalence dust, sticky resin, then we get this. Nice little animation. And we get our piece of tallow, which gets us some iron candles. Now that leads us onto candleberry seeds. Further transmute the tallow into candleberry seeds, and finally you can press candleberries into wax for hardened leather and candles for light. Right, so we can use this with the arcane ashes. So we need canola seeds, tallow. Let's put our seeds in there. So arcane ashes, canola seeds, tallow. That gets us this. We've got a rubber sapling. Actually looks placed because of how big the actual floating icon is. And now we've got our candleberry seed, which gets us this quest complete, which gives us a B, which we'll just stick away for the moment. And we can see that leads on to another thing of making white candles, and we need to make some candleberries for that. Now we can plant this down. What do we need any of? We can get rid of this cucumber, garlic, and we'll need to grow a bunch of this candleberry by the sounds of it. And something that you can actually do, which I've discovered, if we just chuck away some of these for a moment, is we need to grab some grass out of our table here, this grass, and we're going to make some more of these plant balls, coagulated plant balls. And what we can do is, if we get this here, it should be able to duplicate the plant. So that, of course, now could give us 2. So obviously we'll need to grow a bunch of these. We aren't using a lot of these spaces, so if we just clear those out a second, we can fill them hopefully with mostly candleberries. There we go. And then we need to let these grow. I mean, we can take one for the moment because it's Pam's Harvest Craft. It gives us the plant immediately because the plant is also the seed. And we can press that into the pressed wax, and we do that by using a pot, which is 4 bricks and a stick. Now, when we broke the pots, the clay kilns, they actually, each one breaks into a brick, so that's how I have some right there. Not that. And we make a pot, and we do that with that pressed wax. And we need to make a candle, so we just do a candle with a piece of string. We've got a piece of string in here from the filters, the strainers that we've got over there, and that gives us 4 candles. 4 candles, and we get a smart chicken egg from that. That's a mod I have not heard much about, so I'll be looking into that between episodes. I can go away in here for the moment, along with our candles, dust, and we'll put these things in there, put our lettuce away and our seeds away in there. Might also try about seeing if we can get another one of those plants right there, because it gives us, don't currently have any, but it gives us a seed pod, and it's a really good fruit because it has the chance to give you absorption and regeneration, which I discovered purely by chance. But that's really cool considering the fact that we have vanilla health regeneration disabled, so this could be an absolute lifesaver for us. Of course, need the rest of these plants just for regular food as well, and all of these will be useful for like the rice can be used for baiting these traps, which will get us other meat products. But now we are going to carry on. There is to make a builder's wand, which will make our lives easier for building. Obviously, as builder's wand, should be able to figure that out by now. So what was it? Probably looking at it this way, isn't so? Covalence dust, then stick. That should get us our builder's wand in its due time. It's not like we're waiting or anything. There we go. And then if we just show this off a second. So if we just grab some light blue cobblestone, so we can build like this. I mean, is there anywhere we want a 2 high wall where we've currently got a 1 high wall? How about behind here? So we can place blocks like that, and that gives us a nice bit of backing to our chests, just as a demonstration. So what else can we do this episode? We've also got cycling through building tools. Build your base without needing to walk. So we need a bone and a piece of obsidian. Obsidian, bone. Which order way round was it? Bone, then obsidian. I do like the way this looks, though. I mean, obviously it will look a bit better if it has a better symbol on it, but can't get everything. Right, so we just grab some blocks to see how this one works. I'm a bit less familiar with this one. So if it put it in like that. I don't know. I think there's... Okay, so we can cycle different things. What does that do? Okay, so we can place blocks like that. Okay, that's cool. So if we wanted to, if we get the down arrow, we could create something that goes all the way down. Okay, so that I like that for building. That's going to be useful. Obviously, we'll just get rid of this stuff at the moment because we don't want it here. And we're going to see about getting the final wand it was showing, the formation wand. So we get this one. I'm actually going to make another one of these. Well, for the moment, we'll just use this one. It wanted another piece of obsidian. So that one, and obsidian. Oh, it takes a lot of EMC. Oh, so that's got a nice picture on it. That looks really cool. Grab that rubber sapling and stick it over there. And then we've got our formation wand. Now, how does this one work? It doesn't follow the same GUI as the previous one. If we so we can set it as a certain block by right clicking, shift left clicking. Okay, shift left clicking it clears it. Shift right clicking it sets it as the block, and then we can build from whatever block we're looking at or towards us. Okay, wonder how far this goes. Or we can also build up, apparently. Seems like it goes pretty far. Oh, well, okay, so it has got a limited range. That's pretty good. And that was the last one it wanted there. It also wants these, which is a drying rack, which we need string for. Now, one way we can get string is from the strainers, but we've only gotten 2 string from that. But we've got cotton, which can give us a bunch of string. Then we can get some wood and make some slabs. Just need to put some more wood into this guy for getting some more planks. And then, what was it? We wanted plastic, which was dry rubber, just this guy. So how do we make, is it simply, okay, not simply. How do we make planks out of this guy? Oh, that's not what we want. Drying rack. Ah, stop clicking on the wrong thing. So we need string and slabs. Just see if we can get the actual right wood, and then maybe it should tell us exactly the right crafting recipe, because seemingly it's not completely as simple as normal. Well, oak slabs. Okay, so it does want it on the saw. Probably could have checked if it could work on, if it works on this guy actually over here. Seemingly yes. Oh no, that gives us sticks. So we need to do 3 in a row like that. Or 2. So only really oak. A lot of these things seem to be like it only works with oak. Is it just a single one? Oh, was it just a single one? Okay, so it does work with these guys as well. I was just messing up the recipe. And then we want a drying rack, just like that. And we can just stick those there. Oh, I just destroyed the light. Never mind. We've got plenty of lights around here. And we stick some of the resin that we've got in here on these guys, and then these take their time to process that into, what's it called? Into dry rubber. So I'll be back with some of that, and then we can continue on. Right, so I've grabbed all of the dry rubber we need, and we chuck it in our clay kilns, pardon me, to get some plastic. We just need these ones, and then we're going to grab some of the stone gears that we got, and I think we need some more valency dust. So we need to. Oh, we've got one more, which is just enough, and then we can grab these plastic sheets, and if I remember correctly, the recipe, and we've got white conveyor belts, so we can get insertion conveyor upgrade and extraction conveyor upgrade. The earliest forms of automation methods is by using these conveyors. So we've got these, so these will be very useful. So that's all we've got time for today, guys. But we've made some good progress. We've got these arcane ashes, and we've used those to make some wands, and these are looking pretty cool. We've also got the rubber trees behind us now, and used those to make those conveyor belts. And these are all things that will push us closer towards getting into the overworld, where the real fun begins. Anyway, have a nice day, everybody. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.